A warm welcome and a good afternoon to you all. Welcome to this edition of Nigeria Stock Market Updates. Uh, a lot always happens. The market is always busy once it opens. And since the market opened in the morning, there have been a lot of action taking place. There have been gainers, there have been losers, and some stocks have really had their values brought down. They've been affected by market forces. Others have gone bullish. Some have gone bearish. Among the gainers, coveting oil offshore, it's gone up by over 5%. MTN has dipped by 3.61%. MTN, remember yesterday MTN closed at 10% bearish. So between now and then, it has tipped by 3% and is presently going for 720 naira. MTN was taking further dip. It's really taking a bad trend. Also, Access Corps earlier before coming on air, it went as low as over 6% bearish, but now it's gone up a bit. It's around 3%. I'll show you the exact level it is very soon. First City Merchant Bank, has gone up. It appreciated. It's bullish as I speak. It's been up by over 1%. Zenith Bank is down by over 2%, among others. So those are some of the things that have been happening in the market. Let me get in and see what more it's been going on in the market. Nigeria Stock Exchange is busy. It's busy, it's vibrant. A lot goes on. The market doesn't sleep once it is opened. There is a lot of action going on. The investors are there. Retail investors, institutional investors, everybody is there to have a piece of the action. So let's get it on. So, like I said, MTN was down by over 1%. Right now, Access Corps is still down by over 5%. It's going for 21 naira 65 kobo. Access Corps, the parent body of Access Bank, is presently, the shares are taking a beating at the moment. It's down by over 5%. Access Corps, anybody wanting to have Access Corps in their portfolio, it's a time like this when the value of the shares are down. That is when you take position or you increase your stake. I took, some position just not too long ago. So when the value of the shares are down, especially stocks that are highly priced, that is your opportunity to enter or increase your stake. So Access Holdings down by over 5%. ABC Transport, nothing has changed. It is still at 0%. Academy Press, nothing has changed. It is still at 0%. No changes to its share price. Another share that is down is Africa Prudential. Africa Prudential, the registrars, they conduct, they convey many of the AGMs of several organizations. So it's also a good thing to have in your portfolio. Right now, they are down. The shares are down by over 2%. Boa Cement, as I've said before, Boa Cement hardly get any movement in the market since it went down by 10% or last week. It does not experience any changes in its share price today. So Boa Cement is at 0%. It's bullish, which we say, because it's going for 340 naira 20 kobo. That is Boa Cement. ICO Insurance is down, slightly down by 0.74%. ICO Insurance. NGX Exchange, Nigerian Exchange, the parent company of the Nigerian Stock Exchange itself, is down by just 0. something percent. So NGX is down. Nigerian Stock Exchange, the parent company that owns the Nigerian Stock Exchange, is down slightly by 0 point something percent. It's going for 114 naira 45 kobo. It's also a good thing to hold in your portfolio. Again, as I explained yesterday, this is the company that runs the Nigerian Stock Exchange. So it's a good stock to have in your portfolio. Right back to MTN. MTN, like I said, it's taking further dip. It is bearish. It is down further at over 3%. So MTN shares are now going for 720 naira. So it's also a good time to grab your hands on some MTN shares if that's what you want. So it is down now by over 3% and going for just 720 naira. Over a week ago, MTN was far, far more than this. That beating of over 10% that it took a few days ago. So it brought the value down and it's gone down further by over 2%. Cadbury is stable at the moment, no fluctuation is in its share price. It is going for 56 naira. Cadbury is going for 56 naira. Another one that is down that's taking a big hit is Omatech Ventures. Many of you may not have heard of the name, but Omatech Ventures is down by over 9%. Coveting Offshore, they just had a change in the boardroom, not here, I think yesterday or 2 days ago. It is up in value by over 5%. Coveting Offshore, it's up in value. Union Daikon is at 0%, no changes to the share price. No changes to the share price. UAC presently is at 0%. It is not down, so it's bullish. It's at 0%. It's going for 185 naira. They had their AGM a few days ago, and I think they are paying dividend. If you are a UAC shareholder, you must have received notification. If not, check with your stockbroker. If you have not received notification, so if you hold UAC stock, check with your stockbroker or directly with the registrar of the company to find out whether they're paying any dividend after having their AGM. That's UAC. Champion Breweries is also among the losers. It's down by over 9%. Champion Breweries is among the losers. Arade Holdings is presently stable. Remember, a few days ago, it took a beating of about 10%, but right now, Arade Holdings is stable, no changes in the share price. Abe Mortgage Bank is down. Abe Mortgage Bank is down by over 7%. Is one of the losers for today. Abe Mortgage Bank. Aluminium Extraction, it is at 0%, no changes to its share price. Aluminium Extraction. RT Briscoe is down. It's one of the losers for today. It's down by over 9%. RT Briscoe, remember RT Briscoe Motors, it's taking a big hit, down by over 9% and selling for just under 10 naira. Lotus Halal Equity, if you like a basket of funds, a tracker fund that tracks, many stocks, Lotus Halal Equity ETF is the place to be. It is currently up. The value is up by over 3%. So it's doing really well. Chance is also slightly up. Chance is slightly up by 0 point something percent. It's up in value. Chance is good. Jais Bank, remember Jais Bank, I keep saying Jais Bank because it's not a very big bank, but it is doing well. It always goes up and down in the market, and today it's down by just over 2%. Jais Bank is also something you should consider having your portfolio as we end the first half of this year today. You should have your strategies for the second half of the year, the things you want to have in your portfolio. So Jais Bank is down by over 3%. Sovereign Trust Insurance is down by over 1% of interest. Cornerstone is down, no, it's at 0%, no changes in its share price. First Holdco, the parent company of First Bank of Nigeria, is presently at 0%. It hasn't experienced any movement for some time today. It's currently going for 59 naira. First Holdco, that's the parent company of First Bank of Nigeria, is at 0%. Lasako, Lagos State Assurance Company, it is down by over 2%. It's also a valuable stock, though quite cheap, but it is a good stock to hold. It doesn't stay for long. There are some stocks that annoy you. You have them, there's no changes. You cannot trade them or they don't pay dividends, but Lasako is not one of them. Lasako is down by just over 2%. Linkage Assurance is also among the losers for the day, which is down by over 4%. Linkage Assurance is among the losers at the moment, down by over 4%. United Capital is 0%. It has not experienced any changes in its share price. DAR Communications, the owners, the parent company of AIT, presently, it is stable, no changes in the share price. It is going for 1.38 naira. Their communications, no changes in the share price. May and Baker is also stable, no changes in its share price. Dangote Cement, I said before, Dangote Cement doesn't get too many fluctuations in the share price. Dangote Cement is currently stable. It is at 0%, selling for 963 naira. This is also a good time to grab your hand on a couple of Dangote Cement shares because it is currently at 0%, no changes in the share price. Dangote Cement going for 963 naira. It has not taken any hits today. But Dangote Sugar, in the morning, I told you, Dangote Sugar closed on a bearish note yesterday, and in the breakfast update I did, it was still at that level. But Dangote Sugar has gone up in value. Right now, it's been up by over 3%. Dangote Sugar is up. If you have a lot of Dangote Sugar shares in your portfolio, it's a time like this you want to do some selling if that's what you want to do. Otherwise, you just wait until the end of the year to get your dividend. But Dangote Sugar is up in value by over 3% and going for 68 naira 80 kobo. Guaranteed Trust Holding is down slightly by just 0.79%. Guaranteed Trust Holding, that's the parent company of Guaranteed Trust Bank, is one of the valuable stocks, and among the stocks that are over 100 naira per stock, it is presently down by 0.79%, selling for 126 naira. Guaranteed Trust Holding is down. Okay, Square Motors is at 0%, no changes in the share price. It's down, it's not down, it's not up, so that is good. Among the top names, again, FCMB, First City Merchant Bank Group, it is up at the moment. The value has gone up, it's up by over 1%. I've taken advantage of some by myself. First City Merchant Bank is gone down a bit. It's up by just 0.52%. That is First City Merchant Bank Group. Nigerian Breweries is stable, no changes in its share price. It is right now at 0% and selling for 72 naira 50 kobo. That's Nigerian Breweries. Coronation Insurance is among the losers. It's taking a big hit. It's down by over 6%. Coronation Insurance down by over 6%. Wema Bank presently is at 0%, no changes in the share price. Wema Bank, no changes. Fidelity Bank has a different fate. Fidelity Bank is down by nearly 1%. Fidelity Bank is slightly down by 0.82%, going for 18 naira 20 kobo. NCR, Nigeria Communication, is at 0%. Zenith Bank is down at the moment by over 2%. Zenith Bank is down at the moment by over 2% and selling for 110 naira 45. The Zenith Bank is down by over 2%, going for 110 naira 45. So thank you, ladies and gentlemen, for joining in this update. I should see you later in the day. So that is the stock market situation on the Nigerian Stock Exchange at this time. Enjoy the rest of your afternoon, and I'll catch you later in the day. Thank you.